Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. Thank you for all who tune in. It's your girl Lemon here, back with another video for the Jupiter series. I want to go ahead and finish off Libra through Pisces. I am going to start from June and work my way into July like I did the last few readings using the Oracle of Radiant Sun deck. So again, thank you so much for tuning into this message, and I hope it finds you well. I'm going to go ahead and start with Libra. So this is for anywhere you have Libra in your chart. Okay, so this could be Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or the house you have Libra. Okay, and this again is for the Jupiter transiting Taurus. Okay, it hasn't gone retrograde just yet. It's still direct during its tenure in Taurus. Right now, Venus is retrograde, so it is having a great effect on Libras right now. All right, so we're going to do a 12-month spread starting with June to July when Jupiter will ingress. Okay, if you are looking for a personal reading, as this is a general message, you can definitely find that link in the description box below. I will be updating my services on my website, so it will be, more astrology charts that can be read, and then just, some more things, more updates to come about. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna start with June. We have the Cancer, Jupiter Cancer speculation. Okay, so for that, we'll just up just a little bit. For this to be in June, Libra, it seems like the Libran energy is is having a challenge with seeing things appropriately or clearly. It could definitely have something to do with you being caught between your parents, or you're being the parent to a child, and they may have questions or start asking questions about their parents with you and the other parent. I can also see this as someone is questioning. She has a rose. Yeah, she has a flower in her hand. So there may be speculation of commitments, or whether or not you want to continue a certain relationship with someone, or a certain relationship concerning your money. July, we have here, I said June to July, I'm in June to May. We have Charity here with Saturn Cancer. So we got Cancer energy back to back, which is a nurturing psychic energy. So we go from speculation to Charity. So this could be a lot of distrust or mistrust in a relationship. However, there's still some type of need or necessity where there is some type of sharing that has to still be involved. Okay. It looks like there had to be a separation of some sort in order for this person to still be receiving after the speculation has subsided. You could definitely be seeing or be wanting to see the divine work for you on your behalf during this time, because there may have been a lot of things that had to be taken care of and you needed support or you needed help. But depending on how much work you do, Saturn will show you how much you get in return. Okay, so let's look at August. We have another Jupiter here, Jupiter in Aries, which is enterprise. So August, this month would be a great time for you to start looking at where you want to grow, where you want to expand, especially when it comes to your money and business. You could definitely look into palmistry if you have been thinking about it. Also, this is a good time to use your penmanship to craft the things that you truly want to do. Okay, that's a great manifestation hack technique, is if you want to change something about your reality, Aries, something being about you personally. You will have to put a lot of work in. Mars is Aries ruler, which is all about action. So if you're not putting enough in a lot of action and doing the handiwork that needs to be done, you're not going to see the type of expansion you're looking for. And you may have realized this is something that's very important because the last month you may have been in a very great need and you felt like you didn't have that many resources. So August is the time for you to get it together and start putting in work in the area where you felt like you were lacking or slacking in. So come September, we have Sun, Aquarius, idealism. Okay, so September with the retrogrades overlapping, there could be a lot of ideas that may be poured into you on your growth and your expansion. However, don't over idealize too much because it's retrograde season. Like I was saying, you want to do a lot of writing down, getting things organized, planning out, writing in present tense what it is that you actually do want. So when the doorway opens to that exactly, you'll be able to walk through it. Don't put too much on your plate than you can actually bear. Be realistic as possible. Okay. Aquarius energy is a fixed energy. It does have some ego, God type tendencies when it comes to making plans, arrangements, speaking. So you may feel or you may have to take on a more authoritative role with someone or in a certain situation, but it's because you're being guided to do so. You're receiving the knowledge to know how to instruct someone else or someone younger than you, or how to get along with other people who may have had certain ideals for you, but you chose to go your own way and walk your own path in August. So now this is a time where you guys have to have some type of agreement, work something out so there can be a fair balance. Now, October, we have extremism with Mercury and Scorpio. So October, there may be some things or some adjustments that have came to light that may need to be reviewed. I could definitely see you being the person to show someone all the work you actually have been doing or the changes you have been making that may have been falling through the cracks. I could definitely see this being the same person who may have been speculating, or your family here in the past. You may have to you may feel like you have to prove something to them because they don't see where you're headed. They don't understand the concept of what's going on with you at this time, but it's okay. You don't have to force feed people information that they truly don't want. And as far as this other person is concerned, who may have been speculating against you or may have proven untrustworthy to you, you may come with them with the facts about how they have been lying, sneaking, or tried to cheat you out of some type of money. Okay. Just know that that was given to you. That information had been given to you by divine guidance. So you want to follow your intuition. Okay. November, we have influence here with your energy with Mercury Libra. And here we have, of course, the snake with the Mercury has the tongue with the number 7. So this could definitely be a time of genuine peace if you allow it. Allow yourself to take a break and be alone. Go forth and nurture the things you actually want to nurture. Be around the people you actually want to be around. Okay, because the influence for the month of October, which is Libra season, September into October is Libra season. You'll want to be more focused on getting things more structured. So come November, walking into the winter months, you'll feel more secure, you'll feel more confident, you'll know that you've gotten rid of the things that do not belong, and you won't allow someone to kind of control or manipulate you anymore because you've kind of set things on track. All right, so you got June, July, August, September, October, November. You're getting things organized. And then December, we have Venus, Virgo, discrimination. Okay, so this month is December is about making choices, with the 6th making choices that are responsible. Okay, having to do with your family, especially one that you created, because 6 is the number of creation and nurturing, as well as family, Judgment, which is about using your discernment and again, making good decisions. Discrimination doesn't necessarily mean that you're being discriminated against, although that can be. But discrimination with the Virgo and Venus energy is about doing what's best, knowing what's best, seeing things in a better way and choosing to go that way. Virgo is a mutable energy as well, so there could be some so-called last minute changes that take place among you and other people. You may have had some type of plans made with yourself or someone, but they may have to change for the better. And just learning how to go along with that just would be the overall energy that I feel for December. Because I feel like you may be coming closer in the previous month, and then this month there may be a small separation, but it's not nothing too bad. Okay, January, we have Mars in Sagittarius, domination. Okay, so this will be a month where your belief system, your philosophies that you use, your faith, how you build your faith, what type of faith that you want to utilize is going to be enacted or will need to be used. Okay, so if you have faith in things going in a positive way, now that you determined to go with the flow, it will allow itself to be that way. If you fight the higher wisdom, then you'll basically be wrestling with yourself, and that's not a good thing, to feel like you're wrestling with yourself or you're trying to force yourself to do something that you really don't want to do. Kind of like going against the grain for no real reason other than to just be rebellious for rebellion's sake. This could also be a situation where, you know, you have faith or you just believe that it's time for you to kind of like leave the nest or let something go, or to what I'm hearing is leave and cleave. So you may want to move elsewhere, maybe away from your family, or you may be gone away from your family quite a bit more, and that can come with some changes as well. Just be realistic, of course, with the earth energy. Ground your energy, because you will be learning something and studying something. You'll be deep into something that is going to be, you know, changing how you look at life and what you want to do with your life moving forward. Okay, with the 9 here in the Sagittarius energy, you could definitely just have like a fantastic idea, or you may just be reinvigorated with this need to, you know, do something new with your life, or like you may feel like a resurgence of energy all of a sudden in your life that you haven't had before. So if you've been kind of, especially here in the early summer months, if you've been feeling like your life has been kind of like a drag, and now it's time for you to put in some work, you're going to get the reap of that back, because you're going to start with the 1 and now we have the 9 here. Okay, so February, we have Saturn and Gemini concentration here. So again, the continuation here is that you're going to be deeply involved into something, deeply understanding, learning something that's brand new. And this is a deep study where Gemini energy here in February is like, okay, now that you've gotten the hang of something, you know, now you can be a little bit more free-spirited, or you could be a bit more talkative, you're a bit more happy-go-lucky, you're more communicative with other people, but you're also learning who you can and cannot share your happiness or your joy with, because some people may feed you negativity in return because you chose to separate from certain energies that were trying to manipulate and control you, even if they don't want to admit to it yet. Okay, we have March here with Sun in Capricorn, achievement. Okay, so whatever you've been working towards and putting your energy and faith into, March is going to show that there has been a payoff for you in some way of some sort, if you continue to put in the work and move forward and cut out what is no longer serving you. Okay, Capricorn does have to do with our status in the world. So if you have been working to change careers or to expand in your career, during this Jupiter and Taurus transit. This can definitely, not only will the transit kind of force you to be a bit uncomfortable with moving forward and how you do things, because it is a quincunx, but that uncomfortability is just to force you to get out and do the things that you truly want to do instead of sitting on the sidelines and complaining about it. Okay, so if you took on the challenge, March will be a time where you'll see that your hard work paid off, and you'll also start to see what else or what more work you can do to continue to grow and to continue to expand when it comes to your status. Okay, so in that position can be anything from being a CEO to being a manager to, you know, finally receiving a job or finding a new technique or way to have a good stream of income, or you've now managed to meet a financial goal in your life where you can purchase something big. This is a good time. Okay, so April we have the moon Aquarius, independence. Yeah, so we go from 10 to 11 where there's progression here, where you're able to go ahead and start doing the things that intuitively you know you was already set up to do because you laid the foundation here. You wrote the things out, you became organized, you became fixated on making those things happen, and you have the 11 here with idealism. Okay, so you were able to receive guidance from your higher self, which is what Aquarius is all about, and being connected to the higher realms. Okay, letting the stars, or just knowing that your higher guidance is going to give you the strength that you need to continue to move forward. And now that you're seeing that pay off and you're receiving the assets that come with that, it is going to make you feel more independent. It is going to make you understand how you're different from other people. And it is going to be a time for you to congratulate yourself for the work that you have done by finding a way to share that back with the people who were, you know, there with you, who wanted to see you win, who supported you, even in the times where you didn't think you could do it yourself. Okay, so it's February, March, April, and then we have May here with the last card, another 11, Aquarius energy with, you know, Venus in Aquarius detachment, flirtation at the bottom with the number 9. Okay, so there's something you've been going back and forth with, if you should or should not do, typical Libra energy, right? Where you're trying to weigh the pros and the cons of a situation, and then allow the divine source to be the one to guide you in the direction that you should go so that you always maintain balance. However, your opposing energy with now the north and south node being in the south node being in Libra and north node Aries, you're going to be forced to do things that are a little bit more selfish. And you've been flirting with this idea of doing things that only make you happy for a long time, but you just haven't really did it because with the speculation and charity, you don't want to be seen in a negative light. You don't want your family to see you in a negative light. You don't want people who are the closest to you, who watched you grow and mature. You don't want to lose that connection that you have with them, and that's all right. But you still, it's destined for you to go and do the thing that you know you have to do, which is put yourself first in a certain situation and circumstance that will help bring balance into your entire life. So with May here, we have Venus Aquarius. It is time for you to learn how to love people from a distance, learn how to be, you know, hopeful, and allow people to have their own feelings and thoughts about you without making it about you. Okay, how other people think and feel about us is a bigger display of how they think and feel about themselves. What they speak about you behind your back has more to say about them than it ever will about you. Okay, those are things that you need to remember to help you stay detached from the situation, detached from other people. And detachment doesn't necessarily mean that you have no connection to those people. What it does mean, though, is you allow things to play out as they should. You allow people to be who they are. You meet them where they are, and you don't have to feel sad or bad or try to manipulate or control the situations with them, because you're doing what's best for you. And that's all you can do. You can't control other people, what they think, how they feel, what they see. and as transparent as you can be and as honest you can be. Definitely the last 2 months are showing like a lot of honesty in how you speak to people. It can rub people the wrong way, and of course you don't want to be disrespectful, but it's also time for you to, you know, do the thing that you've been holding back from doing. Go on that adventure. Go see the things that you haven't seen before. Go do the things you haven't done before. Get out of your, you know, comfort zone. Okay, it's time for you to do that. And people who want to stay there and they don't want to grow, they don't want to expand in their lives or in their spirituality or whatever, their career, it's okay for them to be that way. Okay, it's okay for them to be that way. All right, so Libra energy, that's a quick run through I have for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. I hope it finds you well. Again, this is a general message. Any personal messages that you would like to hear, please hit up the link in the description and book your personal reading. See you later.